What's up YouTube, it is Matty, and yes, this is another episode in the 99 to 100 series, which if you don't know what it is, this is the first time you're seeing me or the channel of the series. It's a cleanup series where we look at war attacks that failed or that just didn't quite do it, and how you can amend those into 3-star raids. So a lot of the time the two raids that I show where the one is the cleanup, the point of it is they're going to be very similar, just some slight differences in the attack. So the one we're going to go for today is against number 13. Now Bryan tried was the original person that tried to do the attack, and you can see he got 92%. So we're going to have a little look at the base and his attack. Bear in mind we're both Channel 9s, so he's got 25 and 23 on his hero levels. 25 on the king, 23 on the queen, and you can see he's doing a queen walk Larloon against a town hall 10 with it's only got one inferno tower, and I don't think it's got the third expo yet, so it's a very recent transition from town hall 9 into town hall 10. The base we're attacking, so it's not like a full town hall 10, but it is clearly Bryan. He hasn't got max heroes, but let's have a look at the attack he does, because it's a really good one, to be fair. And by the way, Bryan's the person that suggested the changes. Now what he did is drop 2 wizards down at the start, you can see, but they both were wasted. So the first thing I'm going to do is not do that. He also did a bit of a wall breaker fail there and ended up having to use a couple of extra wall breakers to break the queen in to allow it to get into both compartments. Uses a single hog rider, don't know if you saw it then. I'll zoom out a little bit so you get a better view. And then uses double poison to kill the dragon and the loons quickly. And while the queen's getting hit, he's going to need to drop a rage spell. So the rage goes down. Look, rage is the healers. Obviously the healers get the extra damage boost, which obviously in this case is heal, so it makes her heal quicker. And she's now going to take down, and she sat in the rage as well, so she's going to take down the buildings. Now the key bit here is she goes the expo, then the storage, elixir storage, and then the air defense, which it almost looked like she wouldn't go for to me. I would be questionable if she would. It looks so close, but I'm glad she did. What Bryan then decides to do is breaking his king down the bottom. Down the bottom side to go and join the queen. Now he said to me, and he had a bit of a wall breaker fail as well, because he had to use his other wall breaker early on, meant he could only use 2, and then the king didn't go for the broken bit of wall. He decided to break into the wrong compartment, so the king was literally useless. So again, but the other point is that the queen's there doing all the work. The queen will kill the enemy queen. The queen will kill that air defense. She'll take all the defenses down there anyway, and she'll survive because she's got the 5 healers on her. So the king going in there was kind of pointless. So he suggested send the king in through 12 o'clock to go and get that other air defense, and then you're only left with 1 air defense. And I was like, yeah, sounds legit. But anyway, so yes, the queen went down. He has taken on 2 air defenses. And I think it was the quad Teslas in the core which kind of just wrecked him, which you can just see how quickly they melt loons. And you'll see here drops the freeze and the rage over them to try and help take them down quick, but there's just so many. They ended up the loons just ended up getting just shot down, and there you go. Unfortunately, just not enough firepower to take down those Teslas, and there goes the end of the raid. So his 2 suggestions to me were bring a couple of extra loons instead of the wizards at the start. Don't do the wall breaker fail, and send the king in through 12 instead of 6, because he would be a lot more useful up there and be able to actually take down an air defense. So and that's what I did when I did the raid. So let's have a little look. He actually, I can't believe he actually did go back in and was able to take down the those Teslas with a loon, which was quite cool. So we got really close. Let's see my version of the raid now, which was on my mini account, might I add. So yeah, you can see I've got level 20 king and a 26 queen, and it's my 8.5 account, not my max. So let's have a little look. I dropped the queen in the same spot. with 5 healers on her, and I didn't muck up the wall breaker placement. Sorry, Bryan. There they go. Look, there's 2 little bad boys. In they are, broken perfectly on the T section, and now she's going to carry on moving inwards. At this point, I'm good to drop the hog, so I'll drop the hog to get the CC pull, exact same spot. So I pretty much copy his attack at the start of it, at least, and the way it was meant to work, with some just subtle changes that just make a big difference. So you can see here, poison, double poison down there to help kill the loons and the dragon quicker. Rage spell as well. I dropped it in good time, so didn't need to wait to get on low health. Could have placed it slightly better though, I think, because it wouldn't be long before the queen's out of it. And you can see here she's about to go towards the expo, and there she is hidden it. So she's going to sit there, take the expo, then hopefully the elixir storage and the air defense again. And I was really worried that she wouldn't go to the air defense, because it almost looked not lucky, but it just to me it just looked strange that she moves that way, but she did, and I was really happy. Obviously got the queen ability in my pocket as well. Now I broke the king in, and I was worried here that I wasn't going to get the air defense. My king isn't level 30, he's only 20, so it was going to be close in my opinion because of the amount of defences hitting him. And you'll see here, and I was worried that he was going to aggro the enemy king as well, or a barbarian was, but he didn't. And if you look at both things that are happening on the screen now, yes, my healers are dying, but the king has just taken the air defense down. The queen, I pop her ability slightly early to get the air defense gone and get the queen down, which is perfect. And now I'm in a very good spot. 3 air defenses down. So I'll drop a single loon on that bottom cannon just to help out. A couple of loons at the top side. I was thinking if I could take down those the arch tower cannon, those defences over there, that would help me later on. And then I just dropped the 3 hounds all in at the same sort of time, and just single targeted all the loons onto the defences. And then I dropped my rages down to push them through. The mistake I made was I should have used the rages for the closer to the Teslas, because the Teslas are the real force here. And what I should have also done is taken 2 hounds and 6 loons instead of the 3rd hound, because the hounds, I haven't had a single pop yet. Luckily, because they just sat at those Teslas for so damn long, and the Inferno locks onto them, they end up actually popping. But I don't think I think 6 loons would have done me a much better job here. And you can see I'm just that clutch single loon just going through. And you're going to like this as well, because you know how I like it when I get that final pop. So I've got 2 hounds popped now. I've got 1 left with a bit of health. What's going to happen? You think, no way is it going to pop. My queen's going to kill the king, by the way. And there's loads of pops going. I only had 5 seconds left by the end of this raid. Watch what happens to the hound in a minute. Because this is awesome. There it is, the pop. I got the 3 pops. So it did end up working out, but I still stand by the fact that 6 extra loons I think would have done a better job than the 3rd hound on this raid. But yeah, that's 99 to 100. That's taking a slightly different approach, and all it was the not wall breaker mess up, the king in the king going in a different angle, getting an extra air defense down, and it just took the pressure off for the rest of the raid and allowed me to concentrate more loons in onto those Teslas earlier on. And yeah, got the 3, so really happy with that. Hope you enjoyed this episode, hope you enjoyed this series. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And to me, that was probably one of my favourite raids to date, because it was on the town. I was against an Inferno, obviously. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.